we have any guests other than our speaker today. Is that correct? So, Sally, would you like to come up and introduce our guest speaker today?
Our speaker today is Aaron Suddeth. Aaron is a former Spanish teacher who's worked in the Department of Education since 2016. Aaron moved to Frankfort in 2015 after she was married. She grew up participating in high school theater productions in Lexington, and her first show with Bluegrass Theater Guild was The Crucible in 2019. She's currently working on her 7th Bluegrass Theater Guild show, which will be this summer, 9 to 5, the musical. Aaron joined the board in 2024 and was elected as vice president. And just a little side note, when she was in middle school, she received our Youth Appreciation Award, which is now called Rising Star. So please welcome the vice president of Bluegrass Theater Guild, Aaron Suddeth.
Hi everybody, thanks for having me. And the first thing I'm going to do when I get home is find my little plaque, because I recognize the symbol. I was like, I know that. I think I got an award with that. So that's fun. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about, BTG in general, our upcoming 24-25 season that we're really excited about, and just all of the different ways that people in the community can get involved and help support our organization. First, I'll just tell you a little bit about what BTG kind of means to me. When I moved to Frankfort, I didn't know anybody other than my husband and my in-laws. And then, a lot of people who work in state government actually live elsewhere, so all these people I was meeting at work didn't live here. So I didn't really have any friends in Frankfort. I didn't have any sort of community until I auditioned with Bluegrass Theater Guild and started doing their shows, and really found kind of like my home and my people. And so I really enjoy having the opportunity to do all these shows. As Sally mentioned, we have one more show left in our 2023-24 season, 9 to 5 the musical. So that's going to be at Bradford Hall at KSU, June 20th through the 23rd. And not just because I'm in it. It's going to be a really good show. There are some amazingly talented singers and actors and dancers in this, so it'll be a good time. We're really excited about our 24-25 season. We are going to have 4 main stage shows. That's kind of what we've usually done for years, but this year we're also going to have 5 side stage shows to really offer a lot of other opportunities for people to be involved. So I'm going to start with our main shows, and I'll kind of give you a little description of them. The first one is going to be in October, and that is Dracula. It's going to be directed by Doug Warewine. He's usually our tech guy, and he has wanted to direct Dracula apparently for years. So I know he is already just avidly planning and preparing for that. So of course, Dracula, we kind of know we've got Professor Van Helsing and all of his associates hunting down Dracula and the vampires. So the description said it's an action-packed, blood-soaked, I'm a little nervous about that part, retelling of Bram Stoker's classic tale of horror. So that'll be in October, and we're actually going to be able to run that for 2 weekends. So people hopefully have more opportunities to come and see it just in time for Halloween. Our Christmas show, I have to look at the title because I always get it wrong. It's called A Good Old-Fashioned Big Family Christmas, which someone suggested when we kind of put out a call for shows, and none of us had ever heard of it. This is going to be directed by Austin Vale, who's out of Lexington. I should have mentioned we have all our directors for all these shows are new to BTG as far as directing goes, so that's also exciting. We're reaching more people. A number of them are from outside of Frankfort, so we're kind of expanding our reach in that sense. So the gist of the Christmas show is there are 3 adult sisters who are kind of worried about their parents. They think that their parents are arguing all the time, and so they decide, well, maybe we need to spend some time with them, see what's going on. This culminates in planning a big family Christmas party at somebody's house. Meanwhile, they don't realize that the parents are worried about their relationship, so kind of a lot of miscommunication and confusion there. So once the party gets here, everybody is getting along and being good, possibly a little too good. So there's only one person, one of the daughters, a young daughter, trying to kind of start fights and have some drama going on there. But it's kind of got all the traditional Christmas standbys as they're trying to throw this big Christmas party. In the spring, I believe it's going to be in March. My husband watches Ken Burns baseball a lot, so I thought it's normal to me to hear that. And of course, I forgot to mention the Christmas show will be at the Grand, where it usually is. Our spring show is called The Lucky O'Learys, and that's going to be directed by Richard Singh. He's actually directed it before and requested to direct it with us. This one sounds really funny. So it's a woman who, she needs cash because her apartment is about to be condoed, which is the hot new verb of the 1980s. And she thinks that she's going to win the lottery big and be able to save her house. So she takes out all of her life savings to buy tickets. Meanwhile, her estranged husband, who's left her, he arrives back home on the day of the lottery drawing. Her sister's also bought a lot of tickets. He's bought some tickets. The women think that the husband's won the tickets, but it turns out that the reason that he's got all this money now is he's actually financially successful, and one of the women may have the winning ticket. So we have, I don't think we have exact dates on that. I think we're looking at like March, kind of go with St. Patrick's Day and luck and all of that. And we're, I believe, in talks with Frankfort High School to have the show there. Our musical next summer, of course, June at KSU as usual, is going to be Sister Act, directed by Andrew Tippett, who has done BTG shows in years past, but this is the first that I've ever known him to be with it, so he's been away for a while. And of course, this is a story of a woman hiding in a convent to escape her mafia ex-boyfriend, and she helps the nuns find their voices and kind of rediscovers her own. So it's a feel-good comedy based, of course, on the 1992 movie. Then, let's see, so those are our main stage shows. Then kind of our side stage shows. First is our youth show, which should be in like September-ish. This is A Year with Frog and Toad, the musical. It's going to be directed by Esther Neal, who I know does a lot of work with Woodford's Theater. And it's just, a story of the Frog and Toad books kind of coming to stage, all about their friendship and their adventures. We're also going to have Rat-a-Tat Man, which is by local author Charlie Baglin, and it's going to be directed by Charlie as well as Bill Payne, one of our board members. And this is a Christmas radio drama that they're currently working on adapting it for stage. And the summary is just, it's about the little drummer boy kind of coming of age. So I'm excited for that one. We are also going to have William Shakespeare's The Winter's Tale, and this is going to be directed by Jonathan Hall. He does a lot of, I've actually seen him in a Shakespeare performance, so he's very well versed in Shakespeare. I had never heard of this one either, and when I looked up the summary, I started to get a little nervous that some of it might be spoilers, so I'm not going to tell you what the summary is because I don't want to spoil it. And then let's see, our next show is going to be Morning After Grace. This is going to be directed by Taran Sunday, and this is a very small cast, and the summary is, after flirting at a funeral, Abigail and Angus wake up the next morning under the same blanket. When a neighbor suddenly knocks on the door, all bets are off for a peaceful retirement, and these three strangers enter each other's lives in unexpected and invaluable ways. And I know that one's got kind of some drama, some heartfelt moments, some comedy, just a little bit of everything. And then the final production that we're going to have for our 24-25 season is going to be a local writers one-act play festival. So we're really excited for some local people to be able to showcase their one-act shows that they've been working on. So a lot, but we're excited. As far as volunteer opportunities, of course, BTG is 100% volunteer-led nonprofit organization that is here to benefit the community. And our goals are just to really provide a safe space for anybody in Central Kentucky to kind of explore new ideas, as well as enrich the culture of Frankfort. So in order for us to accomplish this, obviously it takes a lot of behind the scenes work from our volunteers and any financial supporters. So whether somebody becomes a member or they own a business and they sponsor an individual show or a season, or they help out with something backstage, all of that supports Frankfort as a whole. We try to work with local businesses whenever we can, and so we're kind of putting that money back into the community whenever possible. So whenever anyone makes a contribution to BTG, they, like I said, are supporting local businesses. They are inspiring and lifting up young artists and performers. They're also enhancing tourism and entertainment opportunities in the capital city. And business owners also support themselves and their own businesses by getting some publicity from us. We also need volunteers all the time for all the backstage stuff, whether it's helping construct sets or paint or find props, help work on costumes. It takes so many people to put on a production. And I've also brought our information about membership and sponsorship. We've kind of revamped these a little bit for this year. So our members, those are kind of just our individual donors, and we have 4 different levels. So our first level is our friends, and that's anything from $1 to $99, and they get voting membership to BTG, a membership sticker, which are very high quality. We just got some the other day. They look really nice. My husband's already taken mine. And they have their name listed in the season programs of all the shows. The next level is enthusiast, which is $100 to $249. Of course, all of the things that I already mentioned under friends. And they also get their name listed on our BTG website, which is undergoing quite a facelift. The next level is patron, which is up to $499. And in addition to all the previously mentioned things, they also get 2 complimentary tickets to one of our main stage shows of their choosing. And then our highest level is called Spotlight, which is for anything $500 and above. And they get 2 complimentary tickets to 2 of our main shows of their choosing. And then for our sponsorship for businesses, we've got 4. We just actually added a new one on Sunday. So we had some people, some businesses express interest in sponsoring an individual show, so we've added that in. So if somebody wants to be a single show sponsor, it's $250. They'll get an acknowledgement in the curtain speech from the director before each performance. The logo of their business is included on the show's posters, as well as the front cover of the program. We'll also put the logo on our website, and we're going to do a social media highlight post before each show's opening, or the show that they've sponsored. Then our full season sponsor opportunities. Our partnering sponsors are $500. They also get acknowledgement in the curtain speech, logo on all the posters, logo on the back cover of all of the programs for all of that season's shows, as well as on our website and that social media highlight post before each show. Presenting sponsors are $1,000, and let's see, they get acknowledgement in the curtain speech, logo on all the posters and any banners that we put up around town, logo on the back cover of all the programs. We're also going to give them a half-page ad in the program for each show, logo on the website and that social media highlight post. And then our highest level of sponsorship is producing sponsor for $1,500. In addition to that curtain speech acknowledgement, the logo on posters and banners, their logo will be on the front cover of all the programs for all of our shows. They'll get a full page ad in each show's program, logo on the website, the social media highlight post, and we'll also have like an invitation to set up a table in the lobby at the show if people want to talk to them about their business. So we're trying to find more things that we can provide for our sponsors. Trying to think if there's anything else. it does look like it's raining less, so I think I did my job of talking through the rain. So if anybody is interested in any of these opportunities, feel free to reach out to me. Also, check out our website, bluegrasstheaterguild.org. We also have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. We put a lot of stuff out through social media. And we are we're using an app called Band. It's for kind of groups to communicate, and we're setting one up for all of our volunteers. So if anybody wants to, be an usher or whatever, we would just get you on that app, and then we'll put out a little thing that says, okay, we need 2 ushers for each show of 9 to 5. Just click and you can take this spot. I think it's going to work out really well. We promise we won't bombard you with any spam or anything. And I think that's it. So just thank you all for letting me come here and share information about BTG.
I've got a little present for you.
Oh. No one told me there were presents.
It's just a little Optimist Club glass and then our creed.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do we have any other matters to discuss before the group today? See everybody Thursday. We'll wait for an email to tell us exactly when to be there, but we're shooting around 5. Bring your 2 leaders. Anything else? With that, we'll stand and recite our creed.
Promise
yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet, to make all your friends feel that there is something in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true, to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. To be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. To forget the mistakes of the past and press on to greater achievements of the future. To wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. To give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. To be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble.